So a hash map is very similar to a tree map. A hash map is unsorted, while the tree map is sorted based on the keys. So if you haven't watched my video tutorial on TreeMap, the basic idea that also applies to HashMap is that you have a key and you have a value. And this is what consists of each element. So basically, if you want to associate any value to a specific identifier, then you could do that. And you could do this with either TreeMap or HashMap, but the only difference being that TreeMap is sorted and HashMap is not. So I'll give you an example. The key for this case, I'll use an integer, but you could have any data type you want. And for the value, I'll use a string, but again, you could use any data type you want. And this applies to HashMap and TreeMap. So let's say you have something like 2, and you have a value like 1. Let's say you have a value like 7, and you have this string, and let's say you have this 3 and a string value of this, and let's say you have 9, or let's say you have 1, and you have this as a string. So again, the strings are just random, just easy to come up with these names, so I just put them down. If you have a hash map, and let's say you're iterating through the hash map using a for loop or something, then when you're iterating through them, you would go through this, then this, then this, then this. So if you're just displaying all the values of a hash map together, it would be in this order, just as you've put it. However, if you have a tree map, it would be first this, then this, then this, and then this. It would be displayed in that order. So if you look right here, I have a main class, and I'll just put the code for a hash map and explain what each line does. So if you look right here, this first line is where I'm actually declaring the hash map, and then these lines are where I am adding values, or more specifically keys and their associated value as an element to the hash map. And here I'm just printing everything in the hash map. And there's another way I could just loop through each key and then just print the value, or just print the key and the value, but this is just a more simple way, so I'm doing it in this way. So this first line you see here, you have to write hash map and put in the 2 data types that you're going to use. So in this case, I'm using integer and string, and I'm just writing that again right over here. So it's similar, very similar to the declaration of an array list, but here it's a hash map. And with an array list, you just have to put 1 data type. Here you have to put 2. So once you have these things declared, the rest is exactly the same as a tree map, but in this case, it's not going to be in order. And I've given a lot of elements right here just to show you it's not in order, because if you have like less elements, it's not exactly always clear. It might look like it's sorted, but in reality it's not. So I'm just using a larger data type, so a larger set of data. So if you look at the result right over here, you see I have 60. So these are the key values, and if I had put this in a tree map, it would have been ordered by key. But since this is a hash map, it's not ordered by key. So you have 65, 19, 4, 6, 87, 9, 12, 15. This just shows that its hash map is not necessarily ordered in any way. It's just random, but it is the most commonly used one because of its time efficiency. A hash map is better than a tree map because it provides constant time performance, which is O1, while tree map is O log n for most of its operations. Now if I just counted this out and only use these 3 elements, and if I ran it, it might appear as if it's sorted like 6, 9, 12, but in reality it isn't. So that's the main difference between HashMap and TreeMap. In most 90% of cases, you would just use HashMap, and it's the most easy choice to make. So if you're always kind of going between HashMap and TreeMap, just go with HashMap. And if you need an ordered map, then use a TreeMap. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll go over more complex examples in future videos regarding HashMap after covering the basic concepts of Java and other languages. But do check out my other videos on this channel, and thank you for watching. Bye.